Every sector with education especially had challenges post-pandemic. What key themes and findings have you seen personally emerge since? And I suspect that mental health is a big factor.
Yeah, so actually throughout the pandemic, I was tasked with developing and delivering a 2-day conference to some principals in Victoria. So they were the hardest hit throughout the pandemic, a long period of lockdown and a long period of home learning. So really those in Victoria and Melbourne in particular were, I think they're most impacted in Australia, at least, relating to the pandemic. So when I was tasked with putting together this conference, it was actually on what the research was saying in relation to how to support staff in the pandemic and post-pandemic, because something that, wellbeing was gaining traction long before the pandemic took off, but really from that first lockdown, it totally changed education, as well as staff perceptions and staff self-efficacy and how staff view themselves, and also how the media speaks about education and teachers and teacher wellbeing as well, and kind of haven't really been able to let that go. And it still is a big impact, but I just think the narrative in the media only perpetuates the negatives and doesn't always focus on the fact that we are in the most purpose-driven profession there is, and there's so much positivity and the rewarding nature of it, but I digress. So coming back then to this conference, I was looking then into the research, and there was research coming out daily from right across the world that was exploring teacher narratives, what teachers were looking for. And I apologise for saying teachers. I wish there was more work done on administrative and support staff, but it's always on teachers and leaders. And 6 key themes actually came out from the over 50 or 60 papers that I dove into. And I actually presented on this at this conference and have continued to, because the research continues to mirror those key themes. So the first theme that you put to me before, certainly that it's around normalising mental health and wellbeing amongst our staff. So from before the pandemic to now, staff stress, burnout, anxiety, depression has absolutely gone through the roof. So more of our staff are struggling with their wellbeing, mental health and physical health now more than ever. So we need to normalise it, and not normalise it and sort of welcome it and accept accept every person's perception of it. Though all of those things are really important. What I mean by normalising it is giving our staff, promoting to our staff that they can talk about their mental health and wellbeing,